Kaggle, right? This database, which is something that I really, really recommend, right? So if you go here to dataset on Kaggle, you can find quite a lot of datasets already available. This is quite a good option for you. So what I did is that I wanted to find something which is, for example, student-based. And what I just typed student, and there were quite a lot of databases available. I downloaded one which is extremely simple. This basically, it's just telling me per student how many courses the student is taking, what is the average study time, and what is the average mark that the student is having, right? So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to predict what are going to be the performances of my students, right? This is really what I'm trying to achieve, right? I'm trying to predict the performances of my students. So we are at the step 1, which is descriptive statistics. I'm just using ChatGPT as an example, right? So let's start from the beginning. So what I'm going to do, so I've downloaded the database. Now the first step, let's do together, it's about the descriptive analytics. So I basically created a very, very simple prompt, which is I do ops descriptive analytics and put everything in a tabular form, make it downloadable. Right? Please note that I've basically asked ChatGPT to put it in a tabular form, because this is how your descriptive statistics have to be presented in the assignment, right? So the descriptive statistics have to be presented in the assignment in a tabular form. This is very, very important. So I'm uploading the file, and let's see what is produced then. And I basically also asked to make it downloadable. Right? So I've already selected my chart, my database. Now I can upload the Excel on ChatGPT, and I'm asking to produce descriptive statistic in ChatGPT in a tabular form. So as you can tell, as you can see here, so ChatGPT has produced the descriptive statistics in a tabular form, and this is what I'm expecting to see into the report, right? This is the format that I'm expecting to see into the report as well for the descriptive statistic, right? This table here, right? This is the standard.
This one, this little thing?
Yeah, right.
Did you ask ChatGPT specifically to do it to structure it this way for you?
So the prompt was do descriptive analytics and put everything in a tabular form and make it downloadable.
Okay.
That was the prompt, as you can see on the screen.
What do you mean by prompt? To the question you asked?
The prompt is, you see what I've highlighted? Can you see what I've highlighted in blue?
Yeah, that's a question you asked.
That's the prompt, yes. So this is the format in which I'm expecting you to present your descriptive statistic in the assignment, right? So then you can make it a little bit prettier. This is a very simple data set, but as you can tell, per number is going to tell you what is the number. So per variable, sorry, is going to tell you the number of courses, the count, the mean, the standard deviation, the minimum, the maximum, and then the distribution, right? The 25, what is in the 25th percentile, what is in the 15th percentile, what is in the 75% percentile. So it's basically telling you what is the distribution. So this is the standard, right, table which you need to have for descriptive statistics. If you look at this number, if you look at these descriptive statistics, is there anything which particularly stood out, in your opinion, from these descriptive statistics?
The rearrangement.
So overall, what you can tell is are these students performing well or not? Look at the marks, right?
Can you expand it?
Okay, so if you look at these descriptive statistics, my first question is overall how the students are performing. If you look at the marks and the distribution, so this column here.
They are not doing well because some are higher, some.
What is the average mark for those students? In my chart, guys, what is the average mark for my students?
50%.
No, this is the distribution. Is how the distribution is. Look at here. What is the average mark for my students?
24.
24, right? That's the average mark. Okay. So how my students are performing? Are they performing well?
Nah,
No.
Why?
24 out of 100.
No, out of 30.
Out of 30. What year?
Yeah,
No,
they
out
do.
of 50. I think it was out of 50 because it was another system.
Out of 50.
50, 50,
No.
yes. You see the, no,
Max is 55.
No, it's 55. Let me go back. Let me see when, I think it was out of 50, but I got confused.
Sorry, it says out.
When you go student performance.
You got 24.
No, you're right. It's out of, yeah. So it's out of 100, right? So how the students are performing in general?
24 out of 100, horrible.
Yeah, very bad. This is a very weak class. You're very right. So, and what is the average study time that they take?
Average what?
Study time. How much do they study in average per course, per
4
each
hours.
program? 4 hours, right? This is the average study time. How many courses do they take in average per term?
5.
5, right? A little bit more than 5. Generally, in this case, you need to make. So what they do is that students. So if you just look at the mean here, do you identify any problem?
29 to 5.29.
So overall, so are students performing well? Not really,
No.
right? So the
How
students
about
are
the
not really
attendance?
performing. No, before we go there, let's start from. So the students are not performing well. Do they spend enough time on each program studying?
No.
No,
Is this
really.
overall, or is this like, I don't know, a day or
This
week
is
or
average throughout the term. It's one
throughout
per
the term? 4
per
hours.
term. 4 hours
For the whole
per.
term?
No, per module.
Module?
Per module. So they have
That's still
5
bad.
module.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah, but so if you look at this, what can be the root cause why students they don't spend much time per module and they have a bad average mark?
Maybe too many modules?
Too many modules.
Yeah.
That's right. So the problem is here, right? So the problem is that students they may have quite a lot of modules in one term, if you think about it. Because if they have more than 5 modules and in average they spend 4 hours per module, they're studying already quite a lot because they're studying 20 hours per week in total, if you think about it, right? So here what emerged from this first part of descriptive analytics is that there is a problem in the workload, right? Students, they are doing too many modules at a time, so they don't have enough hours enough time to really focus on each single module, so they are underperforming.
The studying time is per week.
Count
Hmm?
it.
Is
Per
4
week.
4 hours per
No, per week. The study time is per
Okay.
week, the number of courses is per term, and the max is the mark at the end of the term.
Right.
So they study 4 hours in average per week, and
And how many
5
days a
hours per
week
term.
did they attend?
Hmm?
How many days a week did
We don't have this information. The only
Okay.
thing that we can do is that we can deal with this information. Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention is look at what is the minimum grade that has been taken by students, got by students?
5.
5, right? That's the minimum grade. Okay. What is the maximum grade which has been taken, obtained by students?
55.
55?
55. Right, and look at how many courses the maximum number of courses that the student has attended in one term. So we did have the scenario where we had at least some students that took eight modules in one term, right? So the students, they can get really overloaded, right? What emerged here from this descriptive analytics is that there is a problem in the timesheet, in the workload allocation, right? The average of programs is very high, right? 5.3 programs is a lot per term. And the maximum number of programs is unsustainable. You know, how you can have one student which is supposed to take 8 exams in one term? That's ridiculous, right?
They
And this
finish
is-
the students.
And this is reflected, right? Is reflected in the performances because the average, the maximum grade is 55. the maximum grade.
The highest.
The highest grade is 50.
And the lowest is 5%.
Hmm?
The lowest is
It's
5.
5. It's 5. No, yeah, 5%. And the 5 is okay. This one can be an outlier. You know, maybe it's one student has done nothing. So I will not worry much about the minimum grade. I will really worry about the maximum grade here, right?
The 55.
The 55, okay? The 55, it's really a problem here, okay?
This one I agree with, man.
Right, now from this descriptive statistics, what are the key information that I'm getting it? What are the key insights that I'm getting from the descriptive statistics? So what are my key insights here?
Please. Even though if you predict, your prediction will not work.
No. Yeah, I'm just learning. We're not predicting. We're doing descriptive statistics. So what we can which information we can extrapolate here? So I have highlighted where the problems are. So what are overall the problems that we have?
Number of courses.
Reduce the number of courses.
We're not yet in the solution. We are describing, right? In the descriptive statistics, we are describing the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So be mindful, and this is for everyone. In the descriptive statistics, we are not expecting you to give recommendation yet. You need to highlight the problem, right? So here is one is okay. That students. You need to put now. Emmanuel, right?
Yeah.
So he basically say number of courses, but if you remember when I was talking about your writing, I was telling you need to put the writing in a way which is understandable for your stakeholders, right? Now, number of courses is a number. You need to put the message, the insights in a way which makes sense for most likely people which are working in this institution. So if you look at insights and you want to put in a language which is understandable for your stakeholders, the key insight is that students, there are problems with timetabling, right? Right? There are students are overloaded and students are underperforming. Okay, so those are the key insights that I can get from the descriptive statistics. I put it in a way which is making understandable for people working for the institutions, right? I'm not putting it in a numerical way, right? I'm just trying to say, okay, these are my numbers, but what are the information that I can extrapolate from it? The information that I can extrapolate is that there is a clear problem with timetabling, right? Way too many modules. You can put it, here is average, right? The problem is that the number that gives me this information is that the average number of courses is 5.3, right? This is where this information is coming from. Students are overloaded because I know that the maximum number of courses is which one? What is the maximum number of courses? 8, right? And students are underperforming. What is the variable that is giving me this insight?
The grade?
Which?
And study time?
No, the marks is the right answer, but which element of the marks, which dimension of the marks is telling me that students are underperforming?
The highest mark.
That's right. So it's max marks, it's 55.3. Okay? So those are the information, and this is how I converted the information in insights, right? So the variable average number of courses 3.5 is giving the insight that there is a problem with timetabling. The maximum number of courses equal to 8 is telling me that the students are overloaded, and the maximum marks of 55.3 is telling me that the students are underperforming, right? It's very bad, okay? Severely underperforming. So here in the description part, what I'm doing is that I'm pinpointing to the problems, or I'm pinpointing to the strengths. I'm not giving advice yet on solutions, right? This will come in the second part of the analysis, which I'm not going to do today, right? But when you do your assignment, this is what you need to do as the first part. This is exactly the exercise that you need to do, and you need to identify 3 to 4 key insights and explain what are the variables that led you to extrapolate those insights. Okay.
3 to what? 3 to. 1 minute, let me take photo
Right.
of that.
So now, what is the last step of this analysis? Is the visualization part, okay?
Is what?
The visualization. I need to create visual.
Visual.
Yes. Now, for which variables do I need visuals? I have only 3 variables, so it's easy. But now that I've done the analysis of my insights, what are the variables for which I need visuals?
Somebody great.
Among these 3?
What are another is it not predicted?
No, we're still there. We're still there. Today is only descriptive. We're going to do only descriptive today.
Uh-huh.
So now, I've done my tables. I identified the key
Problem.
I transformed these numbers into insights. Now I need to do visuals. I need to pick what are the variables for which I need to do visuals. This is a simple scenario, so I have only 3 variables. For which of these 3 variables I need to have visuals? First, this is my first question.
The module they are doing. 3 visual. You need to.
So the name of the variables are number of courses, time study, and marks. For which of these 3 I need to have visuals?
Is it not number 1, 5.29?
So these variables, let's reverse. So number of courses, do I need to have visuals for that? Is an important variable if I look at my insights?
All 3 of them need visuals, wouldn't they?
Hmm?
All 3 of them need visuals.
So why?
Because all of them have factors that connect, like problems with timetabling, students are overloaded.
But did we identify any criticality in the study time?
Criticality.
Yeah, you can show comparison between study time to to marks, like along X study time, along Y marks.
But when we did the analysis of the insights, we identified that the problem is truly here. This is just a reflection of the source problem.
Yeah.
Right? So if you plot both, you're going to see the same story because the problem is here. So plotting the time study is not going to give you an additional insight.
You're saying it's not necessary.
Exactly, it's going to reinforce your learning because the study time is a consequence of the problem in the timetable.
Okay.
This is why I did it visual, and I really encourage you to do it this way visual, right? So when you do descriptive statistics and you identify and you study the table and you extrapolate insights, highlight, right? What are the key insights for you? What are the data for you to extrapolate insights? And then when you visually see it, you know which variables they need to have plotting. Right?
Okay, so because it's a factor, but it's like a factor because of something else, it doesn't really need a visualization.
Exactly.
Okay.
But because these 2 they need, because this is the original source and this is the end results.
Mhm.
This is an intermediate results. But we didn't know it, right? We knew it after we've done the analysis all together. So again, for the assignment, I really, really recommend you to do this visual exercise that I did with you. Highlight with colors what are the information which are important to extrapolate your insights, and then only plot the features where there are highlighted element. Right? Because if there is a feature which does not have a highlighted element, this feature does not need visualization. It does not give you key insights. Okay? Is it clear, this exercise? Okay. So here the outcome is that I need to create plotting for number of courses and marks. These are the 2 plots that I need. Right? So let's go to marks. What is the key information that I wanted to have in my plotting that I really wanted to see?
In Mark. Is it not to reduce the module?
We're not yet into the solution. We're still in the description analysis. We're still in the descriptive analytics part. So when I do the visualization of the mark, what is the key information that I want you to see in my chart? Look at what is highlighted there.
The highest.
No,
The lowest.
the highest, right, is this one. Is this. Let me highlight in yellow as well, right? So what I say is that when I did my analysis, I basically say that this is really the most important mark, the most important information for me when it comes to marks. So when I now go on ChatGPT, okay, I want to have the maximum mark analyzed, highlighted. So I can do that, and I can say, okay, now plot the variable marks, and what do I need to highlight?
The 55.
What is the value? It's not the, I don't want you to give the number. What do I need to highlight among marks? Marks?
Maximum.
The maximum, right? And highlight the maximum value. Do you understand now what I'm saying, that you need to guide ChatGPT in producing what you need for the assignment? You cannot just do like a brutal exercise. You see? Here, this is how the distribution looks like. And then you get, we don't have time now to do it, but let's do it on Instagram. Let's do,
Histogram. Histogram.
I don't like the line chart.
Let me start recording when I'm watching it. I will understand it. Histogram.
Okay, much better, right? You see at the beginning, the system was giving me these charts, but these charts was not. Were you able to understand it?
No, it's not clear enough.
But can you interpret what this chart was all about? Let me make it bigger. Right? So I basically say, okay, this chart does not make sense to me, so I don't want it. So what I say, okay, let's do an Instagram, because I thought that in this case the Instagram was a much better one. So and now what I have is that I do have the distribution. I do know how a little bit this variable looks about, and then I can even make it bigger, right? I can change it if I want to personalize. So now I have my first visual elements, right? So I know what is the distribution and how the distribution looks like. What is the second chart that I need to do? What is the other variables for which I need a visual element?
The mark. No.
We just did it.
Okay.
What is the other variables for which I need the plots?
Number of courses.
That's right. Okay.
Number of courses.
Come on. Okay. Okay, even in this case, he has done a line chart. I don't want it. So I can tell, for example, now do a pie chart.
Yeah.
Just to bring some variety, you know? So I don't want to have an but this chart, it was not a good choice.
Why is it the chart is not it's not a clear chart? Like this one is a clear chart now.
Yeah, this you need to guide a little bit ChatGPT in terms of what are the best charts for you. Right?
Okay.
That you can have. So this is a much better, you know, this chart. But I need to make it, I mean, you can personalize it later. We don't have time now, but you need to add a little bit of a legend because we need to know a little bit what it is all about, right? I know it's here, right? But we see how many people are taking 5 courses, how many people are taking 7 courses, how many people are taking 8 courses, you know, we see a little bit the distribution. So this is a much better chart compared to the previous one. So having said so, now what I've done is that, so let me download it. So if I do this and do this, just to close the discussion, okay, so, and this is basically what is the end of my exercise, right? So if you think, so let me summarize. For the assignment, this is a little bit the approach that you need to do. You know, I just use a database from Kaggle. I really recommend it. You ask Kaggle to produce descriptive statistics in a tabular form. And this is what, so you ask ChatGPT to produce the descriptive statistic in a tabular form. This is what you got. Once you have the tabular form, you highlight what are the key information, and based on that, you build your insights. And then you can go back to ChatGPT and you basically build the visual elements only for the variables which matter. And you need to do a little bit of prompting because you need to teach ChatGPT, you need to guide ChatGPT on what are the right charts for you. So for the marks, I basically thought that histogram was the best chart.
Histogram.
The histogram.
Histogram.
This is the spelling, histogram.
Okay.
And then for the variable number of curses, I thought that the pie chart it could be a good way to plot it because
Okay,
you can look
pie
at the
chart,
distribution by
histogram.
number of charts. But as you can see, you need to guide it. Right? This is the first part of your analysis. Right? This is this, and we're still here. Right? And then next time we're going to do the most advanced one, and we're going to do most likely predictive analysis there.
Are you done with the brain? The brain. When you
We're
start,
not going to do neural network.
Jackie, cancel it.
The brain, the modules, the brain.
Yeah.
These are very advanced techniques.
Because last time when you started, you said you're going to go more into the brain.
But in theoretical, we're not going to see models like that. You know, these models are just too complex to build. Okay. So, right? Is it clear what is needed for the first part of the analysis?
Please, can you explain a little bit more about this?
What exactly?
Yeah, from descriptive, you know, when the student have problem, you know, how will I differentiate the problem and the module? How do I reduce it?
We don't know yet. You know, we cannot. The point is that
This
in
is the
data-
problem, yeah.
In data analytics, you need to deal with what you have in terms of data. In this case, we don't have information about the modules, so we cannot tell. So you will see once you do the data analytics that your analysis is going to be heavily tied to the data that you have. In this case, we don't have this information, so we don't know. Okay.
So, sorry, I don't want these children to intimidate me. I haven't understand how to generate my descriptive.
So once you downloaded the database,
It's not even, I've tried 3 times, it's not.
so this is the example. It's just this prompt.
I just have to learn how to be on the foundation, that descriptive foundation, diagnosis and prescriptive and what is the other one?
Predictive and prescriptive.
Predictive, you know.
We've done just descriptive today. We've not done the rest.
I know the 3 names, I understand what they can do, but I don't know how to establish them. That's my problem now.
What we saw today, now this was the descriptive part.
What you started, as soon as we go out from this, I don't get it again. I want to understand how to establish the descriptive, you know.
And what is not clear here?
Not 100%. It's just going and going out, and I'm struggling to process it. It's not, but the 3 name is clear to my eyes. This is what they do. But how am I going to establish it? That is my problem, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, so go upload to the database, ask the system to produce it.
Like
and
these
then-
children, they know the internet, you know. My own and their own is. Are you going, Martin? You going home?
Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, the only thing that I can tell is that, you know, you need to really, the first step is about asking to extrapolate the descriptive. It's just one line of code of sentence.
Okay, can I ask ChatGPT to help me to establish descriptive
This is the question that you need to ask.
to ChatGPT?
Yes, this is in ChatGPT.
Does the school have ChatGPT? I don't get it here.
You have free prompts as well in ChatGPT.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can try it there. In ChatGPT.
So today, all what we study is descriptive.
Yeah,
Okay, next week you go on diagnostic.
we're going to do predictive,
You're not doing diagnostic.
not
Why?
because the assignment is explicitly asking for predictive.
Oh, predictive.
Mm.
Okay, descriptive. Even though if I don't understand, I will look for somebody in library to help me to teach me more. Descriptive. The four names are clear to my brain. They are very clear. This is what they on the first chart you showed. That chart I have it. I took the photo, but how to go about it? What I can understand, I have to establish descriptive first.
This is the exercise that we just did. So you need to, this is the question that you need to ask, and then you need to, you need to go through the data, and you need to look at the data. This is the output that we got, and then you need to accept the information. This is why I highlighted the numbers that give you the key information. Then you take these three key numbers and you transform it into insights. These are the three insights that we got. So the first insights, it's, with there are problems with timetable because the average number of courses is 5.3.
This is the question you are asking ChatGPT or your question you created.
No, I just asked ChatGPT to produce the table,
Uh-huh.
but then I is extracting the insights.
Did you do copy and paste
No, I just asked to download it.
from ChatGPT?
Yeah.
I don't know how
So
to
if you
do
look at it, it's just, have you seen the prompt that I've read? Did you see the
I
prompt?
beg, let me take all the photos so when I go to library, I start
So
looking
yeah,
for.
the prompt is do descriptive analytics and put everything in a tabular form and make it in downloadable.
There I go. I need to come
It's
here.
on there. Yeah, actually,
Beauty, did you get it? Did you understand? Okay. I will hijack one of you people to put me through. Ima, did you understand it?
yeah.
Not when I call you now, Santi, I want to go and grab a coffee. I want to understand how to. The four languages is excellent, and the first chart you showed me, but how will I swim this ocean to establish descriptive? That's what I want. You say start from here, start from this, start from this one. Ask ChatGPT this question, isn't
Yeah, and then you see there's a downloadable document. You download it.
it? Okay.
And this is the document that was simply this is the document that was
Is it
downloaded.
Okay, you have them. Why don't you link this thing to us on the blackboard, please? So we can download. Please, if you read it like me, I'm not an easy learner. If you link this thing so I can see it there, if I go to library, I will call these young people to help me out. Create a link.
Because I'll probably go, nah, it's all.
Yeah, but it will not be visible.
No, I think I just boiled.
Everything you say, if you can even do it, highlighting it, copy and paste, copy and paste. If there's a way I can see this chapter 1, 2,
I even told my flatmate.
and the chart from the school. This one is not historic. This one is descriptive.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? You should release himself. What do you think?
This chart is not good at all. I just want to say how to get it. This I like data. I like data analysis. The one what's her name? Jackie taught us last time was good. So we're going to do. We're going to do slide on this one too.
No, because this is a practical.
We're going to do presentation, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to do it. Okay, so this is just the prompting. You don't have the output. Okay.
But Miss, you haven't selected the group.
Huh?
You haven't made a group.
This is an individual assignment.
The presentation have to be individual.
Ah.
Only you come and present what you wrote.
You need to upload the presentation.
Okay. Is it not the same presentation we did with Jackie last time that we came and we presented? Okay, this one is only turn it in. No, you can't. No speaking. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So what I can do is that I can download the. Let me see.
Please, I need a help. If I get how to establish this descriptive, diagnosis is no problem. Prescriptive and predictive.
No, the predictive is going to be even more complex. This is the easiest part.
When I understand the easiest part is it will open up. Just the only thing, my brain don't take it fast. Only 5 people came today. How many of us came? Hello? How many of us? Only 5.
How many people are actually in the class together? Like 20 something, right?
22 or something.
20 something. And there's how many?
No, but some of them went to Anna.
Great attendance.
No, some of them went to Anna.
15.
Miss, you see what happened? Some of them used to change course.
Okay.
Maybe they've changed to Anna Wellbeing, you know.
Yeah, it's easier to do well-being than doing data analytics.
You know, the reason I chose this one is because last year I felt like I didn't do great in the last one. To be honest.
What do you mean?
You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it.
What?
Which one?
The data analysis jacket.
Last year with Jackie.
You got 70 something, is it not enough?
Nah, I felt like she gave me a pity mark. I'll be honest. No.
How much did you get?
I got 70, but the 70 I got, I felt like it was like a pity mark.
Why?
It was a presentation, what you had.
Yeah.
A presentation.
He did well. I that work hard, I didn't even get what she got, you know.
I don't remember what you
We
done.
went like 22 minutes over.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You went
Exactly.
22
So like,
minutes
yeah,
ago.
and then
yeah.
she gave me 70, so it felt like it didn't feel deserved, you know what I mean?
Alright, so yeah.
How did you do last year's
Your
one?
water.
I know the mark last year.
He gets over as well, like maybe 10
Let me, oh yeah, go, let me see, help me, because my own and your own is not the same.
Yeah, the only thing is that I'm not sending to Jacqueline. The only thing that can be downloaded, it's really only.
Can you send it, give it to me on my email address so I can.
I will just ask Jacqueline to put
Yeah.
it on Blackboard. Okay.
Thank you.
Ima, you say you understand this thing.
Yeah.
Please, this one, I will,
share with us
This one.
Excel,
you know,
this example.
perspective.
Yeah, I'm going to study it.
So what I can
So
this
you can help
one.
me.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is that let me.
Maybe not today,
let me
'cause I'm
put
very-
No,
the
not today, not
prompt
today.
and the output.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, yesterday, I want to
So
go.
guys, I was saying, so I'm going to share, I'm going to send to Jacqueline the prompting, the Excel and the visuals, the 3 elements. So you have everything in one, okay? Okay. Right, let me put
Thank
everything,
you.
thank you.
Okay, bye boys.
Descriptive, and then we have rename, prompting, no, a visual, I must, let me put it here.
Hey, there's no how I can get it. Now go and practice it.
Hmm?
I'm going back to library. I want to ask some girls to show me if there's any how I can get it. Because I understand this one, but the other one you say is not very good.
Mm.
This one is not good. This one is good.
Mm.
This one is historic. It's for me to.
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram. Instagram. Okay. Yeah, if you can help me, give me this thing on the email. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm going to share with on Blackboard.
You're going to share on the Blackboard, no problem. But they are going home. I want to go. The phone name is ringing on my brain, but understanding how to start it is my problem. This forename, you know.
Okay, so what is your
I
email?
was here before. Huh?
What is the mail?
The email address. Mary Rose. M-A-R-Y-R-O-S-E Dikechomadi I-K-E-C-H-I-O-M-A at Hotmail, no, Gmail, G-L dot, what did I write? .com, C-O-M. Okay, please look at it. Yeah,
Okay.
I check it now. If I can. Descriptive, historic, you know. This one you say is good. This one is historic. I didn't know the name of this again.
Pie chart.
Oh, pie chart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will then go and check it on.
Okay.
Did you send it?
Yeah, I just did.
Even I'm going to send Jackie. I'm going to send her what I wrote for her to put me through.
Okay.
I've started I used to start early. I start my work. I don't follow these children. Somebody who has 70 is not happy. You know, what do you want to be? You say your 70 doesn't want it. Email address. Let me check. We'll make sure I got the email. Because I need to practice these 4 things you showed us and understand it well today. See what came out. Miss, it didn't come up. Look at what I got. See two things you sent to me.
Yeah. That is the prompting for ChatGPT.
Where is the right text, the chart?
That is the chart on ChatGPT, and this one is the chart on ChatGPT.
Which question will I ask? That your question?
That's not the question.
Okay. Oh, you didn't send it in Excel.
I did it. The second one is in Excel.
When you highlighted it. Did you send me 2 emails?
Yes, there are 2 documents. The
Where?
second one is Excel. This one is Excel.
You didn't highlight it. Well, I will know.
You need to open on the laptop.
Okay. Miss, but you say you sending it to Jackie
I did, yeah.
to add it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
What's up? Okay, let me go back. So these 2 charts, that is what we're going to use on our.
Yeah, it's an option. It's an option. You can even do without ChatGPT. It's just an option if you want to use ChatGPT, how to do it.
No, I understand. I mean the 2 things, descriptive and presentative is what we are using.
Yep. Yeah. This is what we're using.
So any question we want to ask, we should ask Jackie, not you.
Yeah, she's the module leader.
I'm going to send her email today when I get home. I'm going to send her email. I'm writing something, but with what you showed us in the class, I'm confused. You know, I've started.